I'm Dana Slee. I live in North Carolina, in Rayford. We love this area. We're in the forest, which couldn't be a better place to live. Every morning we get up and look out our window, and honestly, it's like we're in heaven. James is the love of my life. I got to know him when he was 14 and 15, and we were, of course, in love, but our parents didn't think so, so they separated us at that young age. It just so happened he called my brother, and my brother left me a message. So, of course, I was on the phone immediately to him. And from that day forward, there was nothing that could keep us apart. Nothing. When I was 50, I had a complete hysterectomy, or so I thought. A few years later, I had a slight pain in my side. Apparently, a little piece of my left ovary was left after the hysterectomy. From that little tiny piece of ovary, cancer grew and invaded my omentum. I went to the recovery room, and it hit me, the word cancer, which I'm sorry to say, but it feels like death. You feel numb. It hits you like a wall of bricks. And you kind of hear it, but you don't hear it. But all I could think of was James and I had just pretty much found each other and enjoyed the few years together. And I couldn't think of having my time cut short with him, because I had many years more that I wanted with him. More Christmases, more visits with the grandchildren. So many things we hadn't done yet. We had a bucket list, and I wanted to do each and every one, but I wanted to do it with him.
Dana is my stepmother. She came into our lives when I was in college, when she rekindled her love with my father. I spent quite a bit of time in graduate school and in postdocs looking into how various genes and different pathways play a role in cancer. I would say initially the prognosis for Dana was pretty bad.
They took out 27 pounds of cancer. Nobody could believe that somebody could come through that and still talk about it, speak about it. I was so weak after the surgery. All I could think of, did they get it? Did they get it all? Now what's going to happen? I was introduced to Caris, discussed it with my doctor, and he said he requested it for all of his patients that had the type of cancer similar to mine. And this test can tell you exactly what kind of cancer you have at the moment and how to treat it.
When Dad called and said, we have this new technology that we're going to employ on Dana, on Dana's cancer, it was from a company called Caris Life Sciences. I was very excited to hear that some of the things I've been learning about and teaching about for a number of years has finally made it to the clinic. And it was that point when I said, Dad, you got to send me that data. I need to take a look at it.
Love you guys. Love you too. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
The biggest thing that stood out to me about the report that Caris provides is the depth and the magnitude in which they do it.
It said it was a hormone-based cancer and that I didn't need chemo or radiation. I was quite happy with that outcome because it meant a better future for me, a better outcome for us.
Caris really gave them that second chance at life and second chance at love.
I still go in every 3 months for a checkup with my doctor. I'm also on some cancer medicine that I take daily for the rest of my life. And feeling good. I feel almost like the woman I was prior to cancer. And that's a very good outcome for me.
Whenever you get that cancer diagnosis, it's a terrifying, life-changing experience. And having the good fortune of being able to find a doctor that knew about this technology really was a second chance at life.
Caris did change my life in many ways. They just don't even know how. I would tell newly diagnosed cancer patients to have their doctor order this test because it is the future for them. Why take the chance on not having all the information needed to deal with your future?
If anybody in your family or friends has cancer, the best thing you can do is recommend that they undergo molecular profiling in order to fully understand what's going on in their body.
Thanks to the test from Caris, I have a future now.